YouTube, what's going on? This is Horse Racing Gamer, of course. Welcome back to Rival Stars Horse Racing. Now, one thing I'm trying to be mindful of is just not taking forever on my intros for my videos. I just feel like that gets a little bit redundant and annoying, so I apologize to you guys for that, and I will try to work on it. So today, I decided I think I'm just going to hop into live events. The audio seems a little bit loud. Let me just turn it down or turn it off. That's the only thing about mobile games I hate is just that sometimes it seems that no matter what you do with the settings, they're just not quite what you want them to be. At least on mobile. I don't have this issue on PC games, but hopefully that helps, and I'll try to make sure I talk louder. We're going to get into live events today. I think that's what I want to do, because that's usually how I get myself back into this game. So we'll go to the event hub, and then we'll click on flat racing here for live events. I gotta admit, it's a little bit of a adjustment getting used to this screen of where the new things are, but like anything in life, you just have to sometimes get used to that stuff. So let's go ahead and start with Lullaby Beauty, who I think I ran last time out. I'm not going to equip any equipment with her because she already has perfect starter. And I'll show you guys how that works. Hopefully you all are doing well. And it's weird, man. I'm actually excited to play Rival Stars. And I promise you all, I haven't felt like that about this game in years. Hence why I uploaded like every 6 or 7 months, right? With the occasional one off. But I'm genuinely excited, and I do firmly believe that Pickpocket is trying. This company is trying, these developers are trying to make a game that could cater and appeal to everyone. And all due respect to anyone that doesn't like this game, I think that's what you fail to realize. It's not just about catering to the hardcore horse racing gamers. It's not just about catering only to the casual gamers. It's about catering to anyone that loves horses, whether it's show jumping, whether it's cross country. Like there's so many things that I think that they're trying to do. And I've been critical of this company, which I think every video gamer should be, because let's be honest, gaming developers most days usually take our money and don't quite give us everything we used to want or everything we want in a game like it used to be, right? So naturally we get more critical. And of course, with different things that we all have to deal with in our life, some of us feel that the price tag for certain things are not worth what we're actually getting. But this is a company over the years, a group of people that I wholeheartedly think have actually tried to make more progress than maybe I even initially realized. And I think that's a positive thing. It doesn't mean you have to like this game. It doesn't mean you have to say this is the best game of all time, because I wouldn't even say either of those things. But I am enjoying the game, and there is something I like about it, hence why I always come back, right? There's a bunch of horse racing or horse-related games out there. But if Rival Stars continues to improve in the way that it is, I do think there is a bright future for this game, and I think the future is even brighter than some people who don't like this game currently realize. I don't know why my voice pitched like that, but I'm just trying to make a point. I really would like to see more people just get into this game that are hesitant or think that it's not worth the time. I feel like as the progress continues to develop, as we finish 6th there with Lullaby Beauty. This is a 1 through 3, a star live event, so I don't really feel the need to talk too much during a race like that, and we were 1 second off anyways. But a whole 7 seconds ahead of the actual time we needed to achieve the roses, so that is a successful trip there for our 3-star mare Lullaby Beauty. But yeah, I just want to continue to encourage people to give this game a shot, because I've talked to some people that haven't even really given this game a shot. They just look at it, they see the videos, and not my game. I'm like, come on, you can't be so rigid sometimes, Sometimes just give it a shot. I even feel like that about certain things in games now, where I used to be like, nope, I'm not even doing that thing. And I'm at this point in my life, I just recently had a birthday a month ago, where I'm like, you know what? Some things maybe you can give a shot, and if you don't like it once, you never have to do it again, right? And I'm not saying crazy stuff. If someone tells you to do something ridiculous, obviously use better judgment and say no, right? But we're talking about video games here, okay? It's not going to hurt anybody to play Rival Stars. And some people act like that. I just think it's a bit weird and interesting, but I respect where everybody is. So for Widget Fable, this 5-star thoroughbred mare, I'm looking for an abilities, gosh, just, I guess it's all the same. I say the word abilities from our Gallop Racer series. For people that are familiar with that, you get it. For people that aren't, Gallop Racer is a horse racing series that is still one of my favorite. In fact, my favorite, I should say. What am I even talking about? Of all time. And I highly advise as well, people give Rival Stars and Gallop Racer both a shot, not just one. But again, I agree that everyone has their preferences for games, like I'm sure some of you would say, and that's fair. But really, give this game a shot, man. If you don't like it, you can delete the app and never play again. You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at it. I just want a little bit more willingness to find an aspect of this game you can enjoy, even if it means you only pick it up once every couple of months. I still think that's better than just like never playing a game, unless it's just so away from what you want in a horse related game that you just can't even bring yourself to do it. And at that point, you know what? I respect it. You gave it a shot and you're just like, it's not my thing. And that's completely fine. I think that's the case for a number of more dedicated horse racing gamers in the overall community, not just mine. But again, I think that's okay. It's just, I'm all about trying games. I'm all about giving games a chance, you know? I've came to that realization myself with some games I've been playing recently. I looked at it, I'm like, not my type. And then I'm like, oh, there's something about this that I actually enjoy that keeps me coming back, you know, in a positive way where I feel like this is actually an enjoyable experience, not some weird, just nonsense dopamine rush. Like a game I've actually been playing is, I think, Pixel 3D. It's kind of like the, I don't know if you want to say the Fortnite and Call of Duty version of like a Minecraft, you know, FPS. It's totally outside of this genre, but I can't be the only person that's played any games in those categories or relatively close to them at some point in my life. I'm sure maybe some people it's just not a thing and that's fine, but most people have touched on a game like that at some point, or at least had some experience. We finished fourth there with a Widget Fable, which I wasn't expecting. She usually doesn't do good in live events. I'm just like, oh, we're not really going to get a good time. And yeah, she hits the board with fourth. That's, wow. Yeah, 118, and she's, again, we're still 1 second off, but that's because I don't do any breeding. But look how many player trophies I've received, guys. You see it right there. 26 total player trophies. The person in first right now, Steph X, she has 24. PG in second place is 45, and that name looks Russian. I could be wrong. They have 15. So, yeah, you have Sasuke down there. Shout out to Sasuke. I don't know who that is, of course. I mean, all my anime fans know that name. C Heap, no player trophies, but they do have the Star Club, and they're in behind us in fifth place. So still 21 hours until this event is over, but yeah, that's actually it's actually way better than I thought. I'll take another look at Widget Fable for you guys. So this is the rewards you get. I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful about showing you guys things like this in the game. My rant is over about playing it. If you don't want to play it, it's fine. I just wanted to get those thoughts out. So this is a 4-star thoroughbred mare that you can win if you finish in first place. Now, I am still out of the loop of the game where statistically, sometimes just looking at a horse, I can't tell if they're great. She looks okay. She doesn't look like she's going to be some all-star, but I think maybe, I was going to say, she doesn't even like, yeah. This is what you get? Why? Like, I have a 4-star horse better than this. In fact, I think most people playing this game do. So that's A+ on the speed. Okay, that's a benefit for you know, building a speed line, which I'm definitely going to get heavy into breeding, back into breeding in this game, because that's where I'm really lacking. And then B for your sprint energy and acceleration. Like, she's average. She's not a good agility. She doesn't have good agility, English, Eric, or she's not a good jumper. Both of those things. Those are C ratings. Why is this the reward for first place? Well, I get she's a 4-star horse, but that's the best one? That's, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. And you see, I'm always willing to still give the company, the game developers, a little bit of feedback that this doesn't really make any sense. I don't know if you guys seen that meme. It's that one meme of that kid. I think he's like 12 or 13. I think he was riding his bike through a neighborhood or something, and this aggressive parent was being a little bit inappropriate with the kid. And the kid's response is like, kids are at school. Some of you, maybe most of you don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I said that because I'm just like, I don't understand why those are the rewards. We're moving on to Division 3 here. It's a 1,400 meter race. And Graceful Giraffe is my best 7-star horse that's not even maxed out. I am really lagging behind. I really got to get my hind into gear here. And energy refill. Oh, I forgot I have been doing events. Because I'm not using my gold for anything right now, I don't mind spending it to refill my tickets, since I'm obviously playing the game live here and making a video for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I forgot these tickets cost 4. That's more than I thought. Granted, like it's been that the whole time. I just haven't been looking, so that shows you I'm paying attention to things in the game, but then I'm still not paying attention to everything in the game. Gotta improve that, right? Just trying to hold myself more accountable for things these days. I think that's important as a human to do as you get older and as you mature. I think if you're not willing to hold yourself accountable to things, then I guess you have all the answers, huh? It must be nice being you. I just realized as I get older, like I definitely don't have all the answers to life and everything. I definitely think I have good life experience. In fact, I've realized I have more life experience than most of my friends and a number of people in my circle. But I'm learning things every day almost, you know? And to me, that's a fun thing, not just even about gaming, because if you game quite frequently with certain games, I still think you should be learning or discovering new techniques, new tricks, new whatever. Maybe it's just informative information or like, oh, I didn't know that type of information. I think we should always continue to grow and to learn as we get older, because if we don't do that, I think the consequences kind of spells itself out when it comes to things in the game and then obviously things outside the game in real life. Not willing to learn, you'll be stuck. And if you're stuck, there's only so much you can do, right? I just think every year, you know, we should always try to improve one thing about our lives. One thing in a positive way. Whatever that is. Because it's not my place to judge or say what that should be for anyone. But I do think it's important to have that on the bucket list. There's 365 days a year. Yeah, you know, we all deal with our different things and stresses and circumstances, but it's just improving one thing. You're like, you know what? I want to try to be better at this one thing in the next year. In 365 days. That's kind of the threshold I have set for myself as I get older. Because again, I encounter some people that are even twice as old as me, but you know, you can tell that they haven't really spent much of their life evolving or maturing in any way, and it's weird, you know. I just think it's weird to get to a point where you just feel like, yeah, I don't need to work on anything. It's like nobody's perfect, you know, even if it's minor stuff. It shows, you know, a willingness to do something that maybe is a little bit uncomfortable and outside your comfort zone, but you're willing to give it a shot. And that's all I can encourage people to do, man. Things can be scary, but you know what's scarier? Not actually trying something if you're curious or you want to do it. And again, we're speaking purely good stuff, okay? I'm not speaking for anybody with weird, you know, I'm going to say weird fun times, okay? So, and that's different for everybody. That could just be just rocking out to some music and pretending you're someone, you know? I don't know. It's not what I do, but I have friends and friends share things with me. And I'm just like, you know what? I didn't need to know that. But because I'm your friend, safe place with me, you know. But then I just realized I just told everybody, but not really, because you don't even know what I'm talking about. So we did all the live events. And guess what, guys? I don't actually have a 8 or 9 star horse. So, yeah, this is what I mean. I'm lacking. I need to actually get my rival stars grind into gear. But guess what? The video doesn't end there, because what I will do, which I'm trying to be better at, is steeplechase. Granted, I'm not breeding or building horses for steeplechase mode, so how do I expect to improve, right? So all these things I'm coming to the realization of. So, like I said, I got to kick it into gear, but this is what we're doing this for. So we're going to go ahead and hit this Somerset Mile. I've been doing this because it's quite a grind, but then again, do I have a horse that's actually capable of competing at this level? Graceful Giraffe? Yeah, she should be... Wait. I forgot. It's not like a regular race where I can't see the field. And I don't even think she's maxed out, dude. And me talking about bad horses, look at my 7-star horse. She has D for ordinary, C for sprint energy, and her acceleration is like barely okay in regards to this game standard. So I don't think doing that race is smart. I don't even know how I got to that level. Let me try something a bit easier. Maybe Autumn's Chase is at the same track it is, right? So let's see if this will be a little bit easier for us. You know what? I don't really know. I can't remember the level of the AI horses, so I guess I'm just going to have to give it a shot. Just for the record, if there's any type of specific videos or tutorials or how-tos or introductions you guys want me to do for this game, I am more than willing to do that. Just drop it in the comment section below or message me on Discord. Again, I know I haven't been super active in there. I promise you guys, my day-to-day life has been so kind of chaotic the last couple of months. It's just hard for me to even remember to make time for certain things that I want to make time for. You know, it's just like... I know getting content out, I think, for the community is probably the most important thing. So that's my priority when I have time. And I check in on the Discord to see if there's anything happening. But let's be honest, I think a lot of us are just kind of busy. Like, even some of you that I've talked to on a regular basis in the DM messages, like, we're not even talking as much, and you all have pretty much confirmed you've been busy. So I think it's so much going on, right? Like, a lot is going on in the world. So I actually think it's perfectly fine for people to be busy as most of us are. I know some of you are obviously getting through school, graduating, all of that. So, I don't want people in this community to feel like I'm ignoring you or I'm not talking to you. It's just genuinely, I love to have conversations with you guys when I have the time and space to do so. And sometimes I just don't think it's fair to like half entertain a conversation with you if I'm going to be busy or limited. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting for when I have the time to get back into really just having conversations with you guys. Because to be honest, I'm not really talking to many of my friends right now, not because I don't want to, but again, because there's so much going on in my life. I'm busy with so many things. And yeah, like unless we see each other in person or something, that's when I have time to talk to my friends. But if it's just kind of like over text or the phone, like I'm not even on my phone like that outside of doing work related stuff, So I will make time for it, especially as the holiday season approaches. I'm going to get back into live streaming because guess what? We have new internet here at the HRG Command Center. It's not what I call it, but that's just what I'm calling it today. Hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I just want to make proper time to talk to you all and communicate because that's extremely important to me. It's been important to me since I've started this channel well over half a decade ago, running close to 10 years. I think that'll be up here in 2025 or 26. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to do one cross-country event, and then we'll probably close out today. And like I said, I definitely need to grind and improve here because my horses, they're still competitive in certain ways, and then the rest of them, I don't really have a chance. So definitely want to improve that. Because this is a game I actually do understand, and I think I can become really well at it. In fact, for me, like being good at something means being in like the top percentage of like the people that participate in that game or that event, whatever, right? So if I feel like I'm not near that, then I just feel like I have to improve, and that's just my own level of competitiveness I set for myself in games or sports. Like, I'm not saying that's what everybody has to do because everybody's different, and your level is your level. Most people, I would say, probably more or less have a higher level than me. There are times where I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to give it my best shot, and whatever happens, happens. There are certain things I don't feel that way about, I think because Rival Stars actually has a PvP type of, like, it is player versus player with our horses. It's a time trial thing, which is in the case of most racing games. What they need is multiplayer races, but I feel like they're avoiding it for some reason. You can do it on the desktop, but newsflash, nobody really plays multiplayer Rival Stars on the desktop. It hasn't been that way since the game dropped. Now, people are creating horses and doing other things in the desktop version, but like those lobbies, every time I go in one, there may be one real active player, if anything. It's just bots, right? I feel like they're worried about bringing that feature to the mobile version. It's not like they can't code it, right? So I just have no idea why they don't want to bring a multiplayer where you can race against other people type of thing, onto the mobile version of this game. And wow, we actually got a pretty good time there with our girl here. And I have retired her pretty much for this cross-country type of racing. And she's done extremely well there to give us a really good time and hopefully unlock another level for us. Because I haven't done that in a while. Let's see if that's the case. And we're not watching an ad. I really did need my gold one because coming across gold material in this game is pretty difficult. And it is a actual grind. And I'm not spending real money. So yeah, sometimes if I'm like just playing this game offline, like yeah, I'll just have the ads play. I'll multitask because I'm usually, doing something else as far as graphic or video design. And then once the ad is over, I come back to the game. So yeah, that's just kind of how that works for me. So let's see here if that unlocked a new course. I hope so. It did. Yes. Course 5. Let's go ahead and do this. And if I succeed with this, we'll do course 6. And you know what? I'm sticking with our girl here, Faint Ember, because Do I have anything for this? Acceleration? I'm not going to use it now. Like, I debate on using the equipment and the food in this game if I'm not going to play the game like as consistently as I want to. And I'm going to be busy this upcoming week with work. But after that, I should have a lot of time to actually play Rival Stars. And I will be dropping more videos of this. And if anybody's curious about where Gallop Racer has went, as usual, it hasn't gone anywhere. You guys know me. I like to make sure I can upload those games when I'm fully immersed and when I have the time. And I don't have the time right now, and I'm figuring out a new setup for my PlayStation 2 when it comes to live streams and just overall video recording. So I'm working through all that, and Gallop Racer 2004 will be back very soon, but there will be Gallop Racer games back on the channel within the next week. A game I haven't actually played in what feels like 6 months. What am I doing? Wow, we just barely got through that. We'll get a penalty. I actually totally wasn't even looking there for a second. That's like some really goofy stuff. Let me go ahead and focus up and get into gear. But yes, Gallop Racer isn't going anywhere. And then, yeah, the normal games in rotation, which Champion Horse Racing, I am playing pretty consistently now. I'm playing that game on a weekly basis. Even if it's only once a week, like, I am doing it. So that's a game I will continue to do. And believe it or not, guys, that's the channel that most people have subscribed to. I mean, that's the game that most people on this channel have subscribed to me for. It's Champion Horse Racing. Whether everybody likes it or not, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, you know, I think because... Well, to be honest, I actually don't know why that's the most popular game on my channel in regards to just growth. Now, I'm sure those of you that I actually talk to and communicate with more on a regular basis, you came to this channel probably from Gallop Racer or a game similar, right? But the viewers that do watch my videos that I know don't comment on the on my videos, yeah, Champion Horse Racing. So just know you don't have to comment, but I appreciate your support always. You know, I don't know who you are, where you are in the world, but the fact that you take time out of your day to watch me at some point, I really do appreciate that. And I hope I can provide some relief, stability of entertainment, and whatever it is that you like to watch the videos for. I'm always trying to improve. So you guys know your feedback means a lot to me if I can obviously do something to benefit from it. So guys, it's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you're seeing this on another platform, which I don't even know if I'm doing that, gosh, you know what, that doesn't even matter. I'll address that later. Again, anything you want me to see or do in this game, go ahead and just let me know in the comment section below. When we come back next time, I really do think I want to get more into breeding. I got to get through my horses and figure out, like, okay, who am I really trying to build a good pedigree off of, and who is just kind of there for the looks and the appearance, which we'll do things for both. And as well, if you're listening and watching, keep in mind, you guys can always make suggestions. People just don't leave comments on these videos. Like, if you guys want me to breed certain horses, I will do it. Like, that's not an inconvenience for me because, again, any game I play, like, I consider all of you immersed into the experience and the community and everything with the game with me. So your decisions and sometimes things you'd maybe want to see, like, especially when it comes to breeding, you guys know I've done that with like every game we play. That will never not be the case. In fact, that's like a staple and a principle of this channel when it comes to playing horse related games. I will always do breeding that you guys suggest, whether I think it makes sense or not, because I always like the idea of just seeing what happens based off of our different ideas of what combinations of horses may or may not work. That's my favorite part about breeding, and the fact that it's such a engaging experience and interactive with all the viewers and all of you and supporters and, you know, just everybody that's just a horse racing gaming fan or horse game fan in general. I just think that's really cool, and I appreciate it. So just kind of giving you guys a quick look through all the horses before we head out here. I will be changing names as well. That's going to take probably a while to get adjusted to. These names for some of these horses, guys, have been these names in this game for me for years because I just haven't changed them. Again, I'm going to start treating this game like Gallop Racer, okay? So keep in mind that any contributions you make to our horses, to breeding, to anything, it's going to count in this game like it counts for our Gallop Racer series. The only thing here that I think separates this game a little bit is that this will actually count towards real world, real life, PvP type of competition where you can name a horse whomever. We have in our spreadsheet of, you know, I have hundreds of names for you guys now, and there's some in the Discord I haven't even written down yet. Those horses' names will be featured on a multiplayer board. So just imagine any one of your horses that has such a cool name, which all of you have great, you know, names. All of your spreadsheets and your notes are pretty long. You could see that on the multiplayer board, and that horse's name is not just going to be recognized in my community on my channel. Your horse will be recognized over the entire world. I think that's the greatest thing about Rival Stars, and I've realized I have not taken advantage of that with you all since this game has dropped. Like, that's really kind of like, Eric, what are you doing, man? Like, get the community involved. Like, that's the key, right? So that's also why I'm excited, because that's, again, the best part about playing these games is just the breeding and just seeing what happens. Maybe it'll be a superstar horse like Eastside Band from Gallup Racer 2004, right? And we can set PvP trophies and records and just do amazing things with her. And maybe it'll be a colt like Delta Dream from the same series, who won the Triple Crown and the son of the late great Secretariat, right? Those type of horses we can make in this game. So, you know, like I said, give me any suggestions. Like, I will write them down and we will make it happen. However we can best make it happen. So appreciate y'all for the love and support. Hopefully I didn't ramble your ear off today, but I've noticed just kind of looking at my videos, sometimes these more lighthearted, I'm just not taking things too serious type of things, seems to go overall better, I think, for the overall engagement and just vibes of the video. So I'm trying to be more mindful of that and have a good balance between serious gameplay and more lighthearted one. And that's the thing, Rival Stars, we can take it serious, but I think we can do that in a lighthearted way, right? We can enjoy it. So I appreciate you guys for love and support. Hopefully you all are doing well. Know that I'm thinking about you and whatever you may be going through. If you are struggling with something, I have not forgotten you. Even if you feel like people have, keep your head up. Sometimes things get rough before, you know, they obviously turn out better. That's not the advice or the words anyone wants to hear, but, you know, that is life. And just, again, know that I'm there thinking about you, and you're not alone. Wherever you are in the world, whatever country you're from, whatever nationality you are, I will always be thinking about you, and just hope that you're keeping your head up and know that I am not giving up on you. So we can always get through things better together, and sometimes that means going on journeys by yourself, but just know that there's someone in the world that understands how you feel, even if you feel like that's not the case. Otherwise, let's keep the good vibes good, and we'll be back with some more Rival Stars and other horse racing gaming content soon. HRG signing out. I'll be on green for that today. I'll see you later. Goodbye.